Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Jesse. This is my garage, and if you've got $1,400 burning a hole in your pocket, I'm going to talk about a few different ways you can spend that and how far it can go. All right, so on our 300ZX, and we're going to spend $1,400. Here's how we're going to spend $1,400 on our exterior. Number one, if we're running the factory front bumper, and even worse if the factory front bumper is cracked or damaged, we need to get that replaced. Now, I think a really slick option, the fastest, most effective way to fix that bumper and get rid of anything that's broken, even if it's not broken, to make it look just awesome, is a front lip from Steelin. I'm running the GTZ front lip. They've got a few different options for front lips. They bolt on super nice, super quick, and I mean, they fit amazingly. So that's going to take care of the front of our car. Then let's go ahead and grab some side skirts from Twin Z and throw that on our car. We're getting a nice body line all the way around. You're going to move to the rear bumper, and we're not going to change the rear bumper just like we didn't change it on the front, but we're going to use some of the Twin Z splash guards that help bring that body line all the way up and flow right to the bumper. And you might be asking me, Jesse, why are we using the stock bumper? Well, because Twin Z also makes this rear diffuser that looks really, really cool. Bolts up to the stock bumper. They either have for the 2+2 or the coupe, whichever one you want. And that right there is going to bring us to about $1,200, and then a couple of $100 extra for shipping. Okay, maybe you have some of those parts already, but we also have JDM taillights that look super sick. I love the white with the red lettering. They're about $400 though, so you might have to, if you already have side skirts or you already have a front bumper or already have a rear bumper, move some of that stuff around, get it to the $1,400 mark, and get your exterior looking clean. All right, well, maybe we don't want to do exterior. Maybe you need to do some suspension. Maybe you're riding on the stock ride height, or even worse, the stock struts and spring combination. Well, you can go ahead and fix that with our $1,400. We go with the coilover option. Now, you know I'm already using ISR. They're about $800, or you can use the BCs. I think they're about $1,000, $900 or $1,000. So that's getting up there already right off the bat, but they're gonna be a good bang for your buck. Sure, you watch some of my other suspension videos and my coilover videos. If you haven't watched those, check those out, because we threw all those parts on our 300ZX. But now we still have about $500 to $600 left. And I'm saying upper control arm for the front. I like ISR for this. So the upper control arms for the front, about $260. ISR, you can always go with something else as well. And then I would do the upper control arms for the rear of this vehicle. That way we can at least adjust cambers if we're gonna lower it on our coilovers. Adjust either to have our tire contact the ground correctly, or we wanna throw some camber because we're gonna tuck some big wheels in there. But the front and the rear upper control arms, that'll get us to about that $1,400 mark. Probably have something a little left over. If you go to Enjuku Racing, you know you're gonna get free shipping on all that. So hint, hint, save some of your money. Maybe go a little bit further and check that out. So maybe you already have suspension, maybe you already have exterior. Let's talk about something else. What about if we need some wheels and tire setups? And now this can go crazy, and there's all kinds of entry levels, and it's really about taste and what you want on your vehicle. But I found 3 wheel and tire setups that are around that $1,400 range. Get you looking sharp, get you some fresh new tires on there, and spend all of your $1,400. So the first wheels and tire setup I found are the ES2 18 by 9.5 plus 22, and then an 18 by 10.5 plus 22 in the rear. Now these are rocking a 225/40 series tire. This package looks pretty sharp, and it'll ring in at about $1,425. So it's a little bit over our $1,400 mark, but it's pretty close, and I'm sure you can throw in a little bit extra change to make that happen. So the next set of wheels that I found that are around that $1,400 mark is the AV6 18 by 9.5 plus 24 on 235 40 series tires. Now this package right here comes in at about $1,448. On the third set of tires, wheels and tire combination I found. Now these ones just look really sick. I love it on this color of car, the red with the silver, especially. It just kind of reminds me of like a Ferrari look. It's the ESR CS 15s. Now these are 18 by 9.5 plus 22 in the front, and then the 18 by 10.5 plus 22 in the rear. Looks like they're running a 245/40 on this set, and I really love the red and silver there. This combination right here, ring in at about $1,500, so it's right there. There's three wheels and tire combination, ringing in around that $1,400 and making your ride look really sharp. So we talked about exterior, making that look good. We talked about ride quality, suspension, getting that dialed in. And we talked about some new wheels and tires to help with that sharpness factor. There's one more thing I want to touch on, and that's power. All right, now I'm bringing this one up. These are some pretty sweet turbos. It's the ISR RS 3871 Disco Potato looking mug. It is similar to the GT2871R from Garrett, but these things bring in at about $580 a piece. And each turbo is rated for about 380 horsepower. So these things can start producing some massive power on your ride. You do have to switch up to a 5-bolt downpipe. So take your about $1,100, $1,200 that you're gonna need to buy both of these turbos. Go over to Enjuku Racing has them. Now they're listed as for the SR20, and that's why I kind of know about them. It's because they're used on SR20s. We're probably gonna see at least one of these turbos, if not 3 of them, show up in this garage in the future. But go on that. They have obviously I use Enjuku Racing a lot. You've seen me with the shirts on, and I run ISR everything because I have a 240. I was baptized in the 240 game. We're bringing it over to the 300ZX. Now, nobody talks about the fact that these turbos can go on your 300ZX and make a ridiculous amount of power, but it's not for everybody. So if you're thinking about upgrading your turbos, you're probably ready to open some more power, and you have the supporting mods to do that, because don't go buy these turbos, throw them on your 300ZX and start making power. You might blow up your car. But if you're going to need to go step up, there's a good way to spend $1,400 is some ISR turbos. They're kind of a mid-range. They're not quite the Garrett, but they're definitely not the no-name eBay brand ones from across the pond over there. We have at least a company behind them. I use ISR on a lot of stuff, and I do plan on using at least one, if not all 3, at least one, if not 3 of these turbos in the future. So get yourself some new turbos, some new downpipes, and make sure you have the supporting mods, but that'll be about $1,400. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed the list. It's definitely a fun list just to get you thinking how we can spend some money on our cars, because it's always fun. Now, I definitely am not gonna go buy all this stuff. I can't ball out like that, but I give you some ideas, and maybe you wanna go do some exterior, do some wheels, do some suspension, or do some new turbos on your 300ZX. But whatever you do, keep enjoying it. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more silly videos like this, hit that subscribe button. If you got any value or any entertainment out of this video, be sure and smash that like button so other people can enjoy this content as well. If you want to follow me on Instagram at Build Theory, you can see cool 300ZX, 350Z, 240SX, and just cool garage stuff that I do around here. If you want to support this garage, maybe get us closer to buying some of those ISR turbos and just seeing what's really up with those, head over to Patreon at Jesse's Garage, kick down some support. We'll keep creating content for you. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate everybody. I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you next time.